Hey guys, how's it going? So in today's video we're going to be talking about why I believe Aurora is going to $8 to $9 in the short term. So let's begin. I made a video just not too long ago. I didn't know what to title it, but I went into more depth, into more detail of why I invested $100,000 into Aurora stock. I didn't really invest $100,000 into Aurora stock, but I kind of did. I bought about 10,000 shares today on Aurora stock, and then later on I bought in 10,000 shares of T-God at 264. So that gives me a total of that makes me spend a total of $100,000 a day. I might scale in more tomorrow depending on the market tomorrow. I'm gonna wake up early and look for opportunities if I can, but I do believe Aurora is going to be following Canopy. Aurora is the lagger right now. They're not moving like the rest of the market, but everything is bouncing back, and today Canopy proved it by bouncing back massively. I never would have thought the stock would bounce back that violently, and it may continue. I think it's going to set a new high before, I think Canopy and Aurora is going to set new highs. No, not new highs, but new levels. But I don't know. I just honestly believe that Aurora is going to go up more, and I think Canopy is going to continue to ramp up more, but not at a huge pace anymore. It's going to slow down dramatically, and I believe now it's going to be Aurora's turns to ramp up to $8 to $9. That's what I believe. The Dow and the S&P 500 are on the blink of exiting correction territory. If you look at the S&P, the Dow, or the Nasdaq, everything seems to be reflecting the pot stock market. It's kind of strange. Maybe I'll show you an example in this video. So if we look at the Dow, right, for a month time frame, the stock is back to almost its monthly high, and cannabis stocks are really reflecting that. If you look, I thought Samsung came out with this news, it would cause the stock to tank, but after Donald Trump said buy that dip, that this stock has been on ramp. Not the stock market's been on a ramp like ever since he said on December 24th, on December 26th, just the day before the big crash. He says buy the dip, and then the stock bounced back massively, and then after that it's just been like this big. Ever since then, it's been ramping up. This was the only reason why it dipped big here, is because Apple came out with really bad guidance, which sucked the entire market down. But then after that got ignored, and the stock continued, or the entire stock market continued to ramp up. So Samsung really didn't do anything. It's like America is in its own bubble. Only thing that would affect America is like Amazon or something, like a big company would affect the stock market in America, but I think America is like its own bubble. If you look at the 1 month chart, Aurora is not heading. It should be heading back to 612 or even higher. I think it's gonna be higher. I think it's gonna be like $6.50, possibly $7. That's why I think in the short term for Aurora, this is on the U.S. side. On the Canadian side, like if you look, I think the stock will be heading back to 815 and possibly higher. That in the short term, that's what I believe. So in another few days, maybe by Friday, the stock should be 815. If not, maybe next week. But eventually, I do believe Aurora stock will. There's a possibility that because of like huge stock manipulation, that the volume is picking up big time. 60 million. We haven't had that huge volume since December 11th. So that was 20 million. This is 60 million. The volume's been very low, but it's starting to ramp back up. So hopefully tomorrow the volume increases to maybe 18 million, 19 million, 20 million, showing a nice ramp up. So I'm hoping that the stock goes up. I'm definitely going to be playing this because like I said, I invested 100K into Aurora and 26,500 into T-God. That's 100K. I may invest more tomorrow depending on the stock price. I'm going to be looking around for some deals because just looking at the weed market, I noticed that everything seems to be running back and ramping up. Just look around. You notice that everything but Aurora stock is ramping up. Canopy had a really there wasn't even that big of a news. Operations in Peru, and the stock ramped big time. But then there was also Canopy went on CNBC and had an interview with Jim Cramer. Maybe that's another reason why the stock ran up really high today too. But yeah, Canopy broke barriers. They broke logic, and the stock is up big time today, 13%, 13.32%. And if you look at the 1 month high, they've broken the last month. So that's why I believe Aurora is going to break it too. I think Aurora is going to go to 815 in the short term. That's what I believe, but we'll see as the market develops. Aurora could be manipulated, and the stock could just trade at $7, but I believe that the stock's going to ramp up back up to $8.15. Madman got a lawsuit today, but then the corporate communications officer came out and said this is a merciless claim by a minority investor. This is clearly an egotiously attempt to devalue the shares of the enterprise for their own personal gain at the expense of all other stakeholders. Madman remains focused on building one of the leading cannabis companies in the world, and we feel confident we will prevail on that mission and against this merciless complaint. So he's saying that this lawsuit is nothing for investors to worry about. Of course he's gonna say that. Wouldn't you say that for your company? So we don't really know what's going on, but I believe that Madman, after dropping so much, I think it could be an opportunity to scoop up for a swing trade. Could be. I'm not advising anyone to do it because at the end of the day, it's still gambling. The stock could go down further, and you could have bought it at a better price, whatever. But everything you buy or you sell, that's your own. You made your choices. The stock market is gambling in a sense because you can lose money, and losing money does not feel good. Losing money sucks, and I don't want anyone to lose money. And if you do lose money, you're taking the risk by buying any kind of stocks in general. Like, we may be out of a bear market, but at the end of the day, something could happen. Trump could get impeached and the stock could drop dramatically. Like, I don't think he'll get impeached. Logically, he will not get impeached. But if he does, the stock market will probably crash. So, anything's possible at the end of the day. What happened if Donald Trump got shot? I mean, I don't want the president to get shot, like, seriously. But I'm just saying, like, somebody tried to assassinate the president and the security couldn't get a hold of that assassin. I mean, that would be like the greatest assassin ever. Somebody assassinate the president. Like, that would go down history books, but I don't want to see that. And I want, I voted, if I was an American, I'd probably vote for Donald Trump. I did want Donald Trump to win. Not American though, I'm a Canadian, but I did want to see Donald Trump win. I wanted to see Donald beat Hillary, and that happened. And I honestly think Donald Trump's amusing. He's very different than most people. He's very radical, and some people don't like that. But he gets things done though. He actually helped the economy. you know, unemployment rate goes up. You know, his border may sound, some people might disagree with it, but it creates jobs, and you know, jobs is what makes an economy go around. So that's what I think. So I mean, anything's possible. You're gambling in the stock market, so just to be aware. I made a video about AMD earlier. I guess I didn't affect AMD stock. Damn. It doesn't really matter. I don't have any call options on it or any put options on it, so I have no motivation for it. But if this stock really dips, I'm actually just gonna cap the stock, and I'm gonna be putting call options when I think it's appropriate. And you know, I'm gonna take risk. You know, the lower it goes, the more call options I put on it. So I honestly believe that AMD is probably gonna rally back to maybe $19. Yeah, about $19, $18, $19, and then after that, it's gonna shoot back up for earnings report. And then if the earnings are bad, it's gonna crash the stock, which makes it a huge buying opportunity. But if earnings is good, then the stock will rise up high. So options are really good at around earnings time, and this will be my first time playing options around earnings, so I'm looking forward to earnings very much. Anyways, thanks for watching, guys. I hope you... Oh, right. Before I go, I want to talk about Amazon. Amazon had some slightly bad news. Jeff Bezos getting divorced. And, you know, he started the business when he married her. So then he's going to have to lose half his fortune to her. Half of his paper fortune to her. I don't think she's going to go out and just sell all her stock and be like, oh, I just want money. I don't want money. I don't want paper money. I mean, it's possible, but she's guaranteed billions of dollars. If you took your billions of dollars out of, you know, Amazon, she's probably gonna like find other places to put it, like in other stocks. So she might sell everything, but I highly doubt it. I really highly doubt it. Who knows? Sometimes females can be a little crazy. So unexpected things can happen, and she can say, oh, I'm going to sell all my stock. And Amazon goes down like 20%. I have no idea, you know, like anything's possible, but I don't think she's going to do it. Anyways, thanks for watching, guys. I hope you enjoyed this video. Subscribe for future updates, and have a great day. Bye.